the organisation should provide an environment for entrepreneurs to grow in an organisation.
Yeah, right.
And for example, at GE Electric, they have a program where they take the clever people who do products and design stuff, and they take them to one side and they give them a project and they give them a budget, and what they do is develop new lines of business. And that whole notion around entrepreneurship in organisation is gaining a lot more strength. Because the reason that entrepreneurship is growing inside organisation is because what the organisations are seeing is that the best and brightest people are leaving the organisations and they're going to set up their own businesses.
Yeah.
So, and what the organisations are getting left with are the people who are not the creative ones. And inside organisations, you've got the people who, if you like, maintain the business, and then you have the people who do the business development and develop the new product lines, and they're now being called the entrepreneurship. Is that working? Well, it only works if the projects are given money. And that's one of the big problems, is they don't get the money. So the people get frustrated. And if you look at the IT industry, how many spin-offs or how many people have left creative organisations in the IT space and gone out and set up their own businesses? It's just like
huge.
It's massive.
Yeah.
So
big companies need to accommodate for that.
Well, the problem is the big companies, they're not flexible in they're not keeping up with the way things are changing. There's supposed to be processes inside the organisation to trap this by doing the staff evaluation process. But the problem with the staff evaluation process is it's pretty much people don't trust the process, because they believe that if they sit down with their boss and have a heart-to-heart, then invariably that gets sort of fed back the wrong way in the organisation. And so a lot of the money that goes into developing and in terms of developing a staff evaluation process is lost. So people don't trust it. So what they do is they then say, well, I'm leaving and I'm going to go out and do my own thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's the big thing we're seeing now is that people are not prepared to stay in an organisation, or not prepared to give it a lot of time, if they lose the belief and trust of the organisation.
That's exactly right. Thanks, Peter.